Running an army is tough, but make no mistake, running a college has its own challenges. Colleges deal with 3 levels of government and all of the shifting political sands that come with that reality. Listen to Peter Devlin explain some of those challenges on this NSP Short.
There is a collision of all those different interests which happen and are happening in colleges across the country. So we work at the local regional level because part of our mandate, Chris, is to meet labor market needs. And so each region across the country has very unique and different needs. We work with economic development. We work with large companies and small companies, all to have students graduate in fields and to go to work. And I'm proud that 91% of our graduates get work within 6 months of graduating. And so at the regional level, we're working provincially, have been chronically underfunded for years, and it's been international students that the province directed and colleges used to make up the delta in funding at the provincial level. And then you have the federal level without a Department of Education is trying to balance the needs of the federal government, most recently by limiting the number of international students coming to Canada. And they've done that in a very detailed way, including dictating the programs that are eligible for postgraduate work permit for international students, which I think was a mistake. And colleges, by being allocated a number of international students, could have well managed their programs and could have much better managed meeting labor market needs than the micromanagement that's happening at the federal level.
So what's the long-term impact then on educational institutions? Because I think we've, like so many things, I mean, these aren't necessarily done over a long period of time to allow adjustment, right? The current status quo has evolved over decades or years, but the tap tends to get turned off immediately, and the downstream effects, you have to manage those. So how do you and other colleges, do you work as a collective on this to try and find solutions? You're all unique, so you have to find bespoke solutions. I mean, how do you deal with these sort of policy changes that you have little ability to influence?
It's very interesting. So we would be part and members of national associations like Colleges and Institutes Canada, which does a wonderful job of making the point to the federal government. In Ontario, we would be members of Colleges Ontario that advocates for colleges inside this province. But for the most part, just as you say, Chris, we need to make adjustments. And so we're in the throes of studying this right now. There will be a number of programs that will be canceled, and there will be a downsizing in staff to meet the new budget reality of today. It will take a couple of years for us to realize that, because we will teach out every single student that is growing and learning at Fanshawe today, regardless of what program they are in. So we will make sure that they graduate successfully and that they find work. And we will then this will be an ongoing process to make program adjustments, to make staffing adjustments, so that we can live in our new reality at the same time advocating for better funding, whether it be from the provincial government or the federal government. In Ontario, I'd let you know and share, Chris, that colleges are funded at 44% of the national average. So,
Really?
yeah, it's what arguably is Canada's most prosperous province, it's embarrassingly low, particularly if you believe that education is the future. Um, it should be heightened to be able to provide Ontarians and Ontario with a brighter future.